fireball. All right, I have no idea about the story, so. Oh my God! One combo takes him out. I just literally am amazed that there's this much blood and this is creator mode.
God, I hope I'm right about this. I'm a big fan. Get in there. You're about to spend your life in a GDA prison. Just a flesh wound.
No, the reason that this is so important here, that guy didn't have a chip in the back of his neck like everybody else.
All right, coming through.
Oh, I love a drill. I love a good old-fashioned drill claw.
You were dead the day you brought us here. All right, coming through.
Drill call. Oh God, double super, let's get him. Well, what are you gonna do? Sit in there forever or just walk out?
My God.
Holy Jesus. We're going into an alien movie. You gotta watch when you're playing this game. When you got your little combo meter on the left, it'll actually tell you how much you... Like, you don't have unlimited combos like in some games, right?
Yeah, that's enough of that.
Here's a solution.
Oh, that was a tag. I'll take that tag off. Oh my God. Dual fireball. All right, I have no idea about the story, so. Oh my God! One combo takes him out. Quick cover. Reversal. Oh my God, the retro ball's got on a roll up. Ontario just couldn't get out of that cover.
Oh,
Super kick!
let go! Let go!
Third!
Let go!
Super kick party! Yeah, pay the money for that.
No. They seem to be really feeling the...
There we go! Let's go! Let's go! No doubt! Over the foul pole! Let's go! I'm getting notes here and notes there and notes. Stimulation is the key word here. Lots of stimulation. Hey, yo, 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 and away we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Saturday night edition of the Mike the Ref Twitch stream. We have got a lot of amazing things going on here. What in the world? Why am I on my wrong set? Somebody kicked me off my wrong set. Get me back on the right set here. There we go. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sidecast. Sorry, I had my Stream Deck not set up properly there for that. July 9th, July 9th. The hell? We're a little... All right, well, the date's wrong, but on the YouTube side, but that's okay. We're here. We're on the go. In different styles. Good to see you here tonight. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I know it's going to be a fun night tonight, and we're opening right off the bat with Hangman Page, which I'm like, wow, okay. What are they going to do with him? And here's the thing. Here's two ways I could go with this. And chat, feel free to throw in your ideas. One, hey, Homer. Hi. Good to see you here. Two things could happen here. One, Hangman comes back, and MJF just gets completely pissed off about what's going on. How he lost the title so unjustly, and how he shouldn't be, how he should get his title back right away, and it can start a feud between the two of them. Here's the one I'm thinking. There's two different trains of thought here, what I'm thinking when it comes to Kenny Omega. Either Kenny Omega gets Okada one last time at a pay-per-view and they do it in Montreal. Or does Hangman turn around and say, well, that stipulation only counted against MJF. I want a shot at Omega. Renewing one of the best ever rivalries that we've had here in AEW. The original story of the rise of Hangman Page as he was a tag team partner of Kenny Omega back during his first run. They were former tag champions together and sort of Omega fell out of favor with Hangman, went heel, became the belt collector, and Hangman ended up being the guy to eventually win the title there. So there very well could be a way to go there. I'm thinking more towards the Okada storyline, though, that they want to have all of Kenny Omega's greatest hits going out here. But I'll say one thing, it ain't going to take long for us to find out because they're opening the show tonight with one Hangman Page. I hope you're buckled in because this is going to be a fun night. We got 2 championship matches with Mina Shirakawa defending against Harley Cameron with the TBS title on the line. And then we also have Mark Davis defending against Speedball Bailey. That we've already had that match, so I don't know why we're having it again, but I digress. But yeah, things are a little crazy here tonight, and I hope they're going to go of course they're going to do a rundown. They're going to allow everybody to take a few seconds, sit down, get everything organized. Allow all the late stragglers to get in here because they've already announced that they're doing Hangman right off the top here tonight. So and I think it's a very smart move. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not really big of counter booking or possessive booking or anything like that. But honestly, right now, the most open time to get anything big done here would be the first hour here because at the start of the next hour, Argentina's taking on Switzerland in World Cup action with the final quarterfinal. And you're going to have a lot of people disappearing for that. Yet at the end of the show, they're going to be heading over to, there's a lot heading to UFC. I do believe there's a UFC with Conor McGregor tonight. Which I'm pretty sure the pre-show's already on right now. But then, of course, AAA is at the top of at 10 o'clock Eastern as well. So, and then, of course, Backbreaker Pro Wrestling is on at 10:15 tonight, which we will be having the opening round robin matches of the Forged in Fire tournament to crown the new Embassy Women's Champion. So, hope you guys and gals are ready to strap in, because I'll explain all the details of the Forged in Fire tournament. It's similar to the World Cup in some ways. Unfortunately, due to work, I don't have the graphics done because, well, frankly, I was out till midnight last night when I'm supposed to be done work at 4. Hangman looks like he's ready for the first day of school. See what he says, yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what comes through here. Does he renege on what happened before? Or... I see... Oh, there it goes. Streamlabs is awake.
I'm a gardener. I live on like an acre and a half in Greensboro now. And,
Mr. Zodiac, good to see you here tonight. And I'm glad we get to see Collision right off the bat here.
mostly native plants. My butterfly wheat is incredible.
Oh my God, shout out to Blue Sky right here.
I've seen monarchs that never came to my yard before, and I found something
No racing shenanigans tonight. Let's go.
planting a seed.
Is he a father now? Talking about planting seeds?
Into the soil and watch with time as it becomes something beautiful. I've been gone for nearly 4 months. Cervical radiculopathy is something I wish I didn't know much about.
Oh, he had neck issues.
In physical therapy, I was planting. And when I knew that AEW would be in a place that is very much home to me in Roanoke,
So what? Is he pulling the R card?
it was important to me to be here tonight. Because tonight I wanted to plant one more seed. And to be honest, I completely have no idea what this is going to blossom into or if it's going to grow at all. But
Okay.
I'll do that tonight.
Okay, where are we going here? Where are we going here?
In March, I was to challenge MJF for the World Championship. And I wanted more than anything for that match to be Texas Death. So in order to get it,
Kayfabe red card?
my opportunity to ever challenge for the World Championship again at stake. And I don't know. I don't know if that was desperation. I don't know if that was overconfidence. So maybe I underestimated.
He's on the W. Nats, let's get that.
That was something entirely different.
Oh, sorry. Let's just get this out of the way right now. Good to see you here tonight, Nats. Good to see everybody here.
And things bad. I recognize that. But I have always tried to be a man of my word. And that's why it was important to be here tonight. Because, I know the stipulation, it doesn't live signed and ink on a contract, filed in a filing cabinet.
Yeah, I get it. The last guy had the stipulation.
And I wanted to let you know that I intend to be a man of my word. I will never challenge for the All Elite Wrestling Men's World Championship again.
Okay. Is this where Omega comes out and says you're better than this? That would be cool right now.
And as Shivani mentioned, I watched Wednesday night. I watched when Kenny won that World Championship, and that was important to me. to never quit, to always
Heard that rumor, didn't know if it was true. Ah.
myself in this strange, strange situation. I look out and I see miles and miles of empty track laid out before me.
Yeah, they are in Virginia tonight.
NT Championship. Currently held by someone who is a former partner of mine and current dipshit, Kevin Knight.
Current dipshit.
The national championship, currently held by Mark Davis, but perhaps by the end of the night, held by another former partner of mine, Speedball Mike Bailey.
Okay.
The Continental Championship, held by a man who I would never turn down another fight with in John Moxley.
Oh, could you imagine for the Continental title? It would feel so weird.
The International Championship, held by your newly crowned champion, Kyle Fletcher.
Sounds like Hangers or my Janetti.
For 7 years, I have defined myself with the one goal that I held above all others. The one goal that I held above all others to chase, to win, and to hold the World Championship. But now I am faced with the question, who is Hangman without the World Championship?
This
And the honest truth is that I don't know, but we are damn sure going to find out, aren't we?
so Hangman's not going anywhere. You can see that.
Because tonight
And I love.
I can hear his words after all these years echo back to me. Truer now than ever before. I am going to have to find something else to do. And you bet your ass I will. Thank you.
So Hangman's not leaving. He just got to decide where he's going to go for the title here. I wonder where they're going to go like this. Hangman sounds like Sami Zayn. Wouldn't surprise me. Could we see him go after Kyle Fletcher? Kevin Knight, current dipshit. What a great line. Yeah. Okay, Nats, let's hear it. Let's hear it. He goes to see him. Becomes the world champion there. I do think he's going to be one of the headliners down at Grand Slam Mexico in, 4 weeks? Oh my God, they got the random pyro going on. Hey, fairly confident Bandito, go for the Ring of Honor World title. Remember last time his promos? Absolutely. Having him, here's the thing with Hangman. Eventually, we're going to have to play that card where he's going to go after the world title. There's going to be some time that's going to happen. We just don't know when. Oh my God, we got Bobby Cruz tonight. No Arcadiora, but I'm give over Mexico like El Grande. Oh, that's why. Okay. Shibata versus Bandito. I forgot this match was here. This is going to be fun, folks. This is going to be a blast. Here's the thing about AEW, and I think you might all agree. Puts a mask on and goes after the world title. Hey, let's go. I'll give you a coin for that. Mask versus mask feud. Yeah. I don't see it going over as well with a CMLL audience versus a AAA. Just because the difference of styles, right? But hey, if they could do it, I'll take it. No Brody tonight. Just got home. What'd you miss? You missed the Hangman promo. You missed the Hangman promo. That's about it. Mr. McGee, 52 months. Thank you for the resub, my friend. Always appreciate it. Basically, he's following. He basically had some neck work done in the last 4 months, and he called out all 4 champions that are in AEW right now. Mark Davis, I gotta scroll up here because you guys said it. You guys copied it down here. Current dipshit Kevin Knight with the TNT title. That was an exact quote. You also had you also got Mark. You got Mark Davis. You got Kevin Knight. You got John Moxley, and you have Kyle Fletcher. He called all 4 of them out, and basically said, "What is Hangman without the world title?" Because this is the first time where he's not gonna be running around the world title picture. So that's basically where we're at, and we just got into our first match now. So you didn't miss a whole lot. I'm glad you're here, and McGee, I am very thankful that you're here. Just a quick heads up, you will be in action against one Nick Ontario tonight. As we are going to be beginning our Forged in Fire Women's Tournament. Your match will be in there as well. Congrats to Maple Leaf Pro making it to AEW. Or to my AEW, yeah. It's going to be on a VOD per spot there. So people are not going to be able to watch it live. Well, frankly, I don't think a lot of people will watch it live. One special exception, though, for those, I'll make this announcement right now. I talked about it, Nick Ontario, I'll be in the ring. Nope, wrong one.
Bruh.
There we go, we'll go with that. I'd like to let you guys know that on Wednesday, we are going to have a triple header of wrestling action here. We are going to be here for AEW Dynamite next Wednesday, followed by Backbreaker Pro Wrestling Evolution, followed by, we're going to check out the first episode of MLP Mayhem. Yeah, it's MLP is the proper acronym there. So, unfortunately for our American friends, unless you're going to get a VPN and get into TSN, I don't think you're going to be able to see it live. But that starts at midnight Eastern, 10 p.m. Mountain. So we'll be around checking that out. We're going to check the first one out. We're not going to make this a regular thing, I don't think, especially because it's a tape show. It will be on my AEW, but it will be on a VOD basis. So, like, for example, Wednesday show's on at midnight. It'll be up on my AEW. It'll be available on Thursday. At least that's the interpretation I got from reading the release. It's sort of the same way that episodes of Collision are available up on the USA and Canada app, or the CTV app, I guess is a better way to put it. But they aren't available until the next day. Oh my God, Shibata got him right in the nuts. I'm sorry, this is a Ring of Honor title match. We need Ian Riccaboni and Caprice Coleman out here. But yeah, we're yeah, Maple Leaf Pro will be on there on delay. Just like I don't think they have anything set. I think Orange Crush they're doing live on there. Basically, if you want to do anything live, they do make you pay for it. Straight up. International viewers get to watch Ring of Honor as part of their AEW subscription, as well as Dynamite and Collision. Like, honestly, international people are getting a lot of better. So, girlfriend stopped watching AEW, says too violent, only watched. Fair enough. Nobody's holding a gun to anybody's head to watch any particular wrestling. I just, if you find something you like, enjoy it. If you find something you don't like, find something else. That's all I ever ask of people, because oh my God, I didn't see the graphic. I'm going to share it out on X right now if you guys are interested. Deporticus' little post. Apparently on Hangman Page's, the lower third that he always has things crazy to say. It said, recently had a vasectomy as his little phrase on the bottom. So, don't know if it's true. I think there'll be a lot of women that will be disappointed or excited, depending which way you want to go with that on that. Despite the fact I do believe he's married. Or either way, if he ain't married, he's married to his plants. Yes, he gave a... DLW, you were asking earlier, he gave a very thorough speech about his plants. About the milkweed and all the extra animals that are, or the insects that are coming around to see it, and just all that beautiful stuff like that. So, but yeah, like sorry, jumping back over the match here, it is nice to see the Ring of Honor World Title on TV. I wish we could just get Ring of Honor on TV itself as we're getting out of the picture-in-picture break, which I actually am shocked that we actually got picture-in-picture for the first one. Maybe TK's starting to smarten up a little bit. By the way, shout out to AEW again for last night. They were in Minnesota for the Brawl After Dark. Is Hangman allowed to charge for the... Absolutely he is. He didn't mention it, but honestly, I don't know if they'd really want to put him there. Because if you look at everybody that's challenging for the title, look at Shibata. He's a henchman for the Ops. We here, we there, we are everywhere. Mr. Iceman, good to see you here tonight, my friend. Good to see everybody here tonight. We're all piling in. Like, when it comes to AEW, like, you guys are really enjoying what you're seeing here, I hope. And I really hope you enjoy hanging out here for our streams as we go along here. And just a reminder, yes, we will be having Backbreaker Pro tonight, as we'll be starting our Forged in Fire tournament, which I will explain more on the show. But if you're wondering, it's going to be somewhat similar to the World Cup. We just don't have enough members to make it as big of a draw as that. So, the return of BBW is always something to celebrate. Attaboy. But yeah, it looks like we're lining up. Our next PLE is going to be August 9th. But that will primarily be the Forged in Fire tournament. If you're wondering about the format of that show, think old school King of the Ring. As we will be having 2 other matches in between the rounds, but Do you think we get BBW on BBC? That would draw ratings?
Bruh.
I think I should just literally have that on speed dial for you, sir. Oh, here we go. I think we need the Wii for that Zodiac or possibly a British accent. I could possibly do a little British accent, but it'd just be very, very sad. I don't even know if I could do a real British accent. Watching for what I saw today, the best thing the easiest way I can explain to do a British accent is, ow, 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 I got shot, somebody hit me. If you watch the World Cup, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I swear to God, Harry Kane should go for Olympic diving. Norway deserved better. Let's leave it at that. I'm glad I'm not the only one yet. You have the blood for. Well, no. It's a very universal one. Hey, Jude, don't make me sad. We're gonna forget I sing way too much. Oh, God. GTH and... He never got out of that. Oh, God, there's the PK. Okay, so in August, after Mexico, they're going to Vegas for 1 week. Then they're going to Philly. Norway deserves to hold their head high. They played well, and VAR did VAR things. Yeah. That game was rough. That's the best way to put it. I got a chance to watch I didn't get a chance to watch a lot of the overtime. I didn't see the overtime goal. Was getting ready for a stream, so since I had a bit of a shitty day at work yesterday, I'm just a little... Oh, God. Shibata just said, nope, we're, Are they going to switch the title tonight? Try to do it again. Oh my God, the lunchbox cover. Why would Shibata go for the low blow right in front of the referee? That's the confusing thing for me here. Great match. Like, Shibata, for the fact that he basically should never have walked again, let alone should be wrestling. The way he's come back, like, it definitely... This was a great showcase of what he could do, but Bandito, it almost feels like they don't know what they want to do with that title. Because he spends more time up here on AEW TV than he does on Ring of Honor. But that's a whole different ball of wax itself, too, to talk about that. Oh, God, here we go. So it appears MJF is hurt. It looks like he's the one who moved the match to Omega to beach break over Redemption. You got half of that, fearfully. I think you got, like, the second half, I think you're right. The first half, it wouldn't surprise you. That's something we talked about on Wednesday, that he possibly could be injured. Oh, God, hold on here.
It's because TBS stand for the best is Sheeta.
All right, she's got a new slogan for the title. That's already a win. The best is Sheeta. But if you want to move Bandito to on AEW, then do it. Move the belt off. I agree. Same thing with Athena. She's gotten, I think next year at Death Before, or next month at Death Before Dishonor, that's when she's going to eclipse Roman Reigns for the longest title reign in the modern history. Because Roman technically has a different title now, so it doesn't count. And everybody can skew whatever stats they want, whatever way they want it. But no, fearfully confident. Yes, it appears that MJF asked for the title match to be moved up. Yes, I do think he possibly is hurt. We talked about it on Wednesday during the Beach Break sidecast. But I also think there might be a possibility here that, and TK talked about this. He says he respects the fans that can't afford the pay-per-views. Like, let's face it, it's $50. Like, the last pay-per-view, Forbidden Door, for me in Canadian funds was $60, which I understand. Well, for me it's, and for Americans that's like $10, but still, regardless, like, people just can't afford that money and they don't want to sail the high seas a whole lot. So he says, yeah, we're going to put titles. And, of course, this could be promoter speak. Like, we always got to remember that, you know, everybody, when it comes to promoting, like, you got to think about what they're saying. Is it truth or is it going to be the other ways? TK sees that people are complaining about WWE prices and know that being affordable means AEW is the alternative. Yeah, you could see that. And you also see that a whole bunch of tickets got returned from the venue back to WWE for SummerSlam. So they're down to, like, they thought they had around 30,000 sold when they only have about 20 right now. Don't even get me started on the exchange rate right now. Yeah, I get it. Like, if I had this for any other reason, that's the exact thing right now for it. But hear me out. When it comes to Kenny Omega and the title, the reason why I think it, well, MJF could be, it could be both things. He could be injured, or they could have just pushed it up for extra promo TV time. The other thing I think is the fact that we might be getting Okada Omega in Montreal. You notice he's spending more time talking about his former tag partner than he is the actual title. So I don't know if we got 2 women's matches tonight or 1, but this is going to be a fun one regardless. But I do think we're going to get Okada at Okada Omega in Montreal, just because this is the opportunity for Kenny Omega to play his greatest hits albums as he's going through his final title reign. Like, I don't know if there's anybody here who thinks that Ospreay's not winning that title at Wembley. Like, I think it's, I don't want to say a foregone conclusion, but sometimes the expected things aren't necessarily the worst things, though. That's one thing people need to remember. And that's what we were talking about yesterday on Wednesday when the lights went out here. If you guys and girls weren't here on Wednesday, we probably one of the funniest moments in a while, and it's in the clips if you're looking here. Literally, the lights went out on me as I was trying to, we were talking about the plethora of great matches we're going to get, even though they might not be the ones that are expected. If Ospreay doesn't win at Wembley, what are we doing? I would say if Omega beats Ospreay at Wembley, there's going to be some kind of shenanigans involved, and honestly, it could be Moxley. His injury is a hyperextended left knee. I don't know how long it takes to rehab. You know what? Here's the thing. We might not even know because let's say, for example, he's going to go after Andrade at All In now that he can't go after Omega. To me, that would be the most sensible match based on all the booking going on right now. You have Andrade and MJF go at it at Wembley. Like, you're not having, unless MJF cannot literally move, you're definitely going to have MJF at Wembley. And Andrade be a hell of an opponent and also somebody that he could work with that would have some experience here. But where I'm going with this is the fact that literally MJF does not need to get into the ring until Wembley. Feel like Ospreay was ready to win the big one 2 years ago around the time of the last Wembley show. I think they intentionally wanted to win it off Omega. And the reason that it didn't happen is because Omega, of course, got injured. Got sick, got injured, and was not able to compete. So that's why they substituted into that international/US championship storyline with MJF, which definitely worked. Like, I think the only unsuccessful thing about that was the Assassin's Creed game that came out. Because apparently Shadows just didn't pull up its socks compared to everything else. But I agree with you, DLW. I do feel that, they were ready to crown Ospreay, but I think it's that perfect situation that everybody wants. This in the ring, out of the ring spot reminds me of the 2K glitch. Yeah. I'll be honest, I've never caught up with that 2K glitch yet. So, Chad, I do have to ask you, what do you think about Sheeta's turned basically into a Yakuza boss at this point? If you're watching her go, she literally is... She's just that carny, annoying, somebody you drastically want to destroy type of heel right now. Personally, I'm loving what she's doing. Like, everything that she's got there is... It's a lot of fun. And I will say, watching Sheeta on her stream, she's been playing a lot of AEW Fight Forever. She's probably the only one that plays it right now. we should get back into it just for the shits and giggles. I ain't buying any extra DLC though. They still got the DLC packs at $20 a shot. And I'm not paying $20 a character for that game, but she was going ballistic on stream today when apparently Samoa Joe is her arch nemesis. So she was literally going ape shit over Samoa Joe when he was in the ring with her. She does great everything she does. It's great to see her regularly. Yeah. And it's all about finding the right spot, right? Like, you want to make sure that you get someone like she then. Yeah, she does have the personality to get it out there. And now it's the good time to have her in that position where she can work with a lot of these, like the mid-card, for lack of a better term. Because I got a feeling we're going to have a bit of a shift coming up here soon. Like, I know we're going to see Willow later on here, but I don't know if she's going to be in action, but we're going to hear from Willow. But it does feel like Willow's going to win the title in Montreal, and then when they go to Wembley, Mercedes wins there. My ultimate booking scenario, if life turned out perfect, and feel free to change anything up you want here, folks. My perfect dream scenario right now, Willow wins the title in Montreal. And let me do this in the right timeline here so you guys can get this back and forth. We have Willow beating Tekla in Montreal. We have Lyra beating Bayley at Minnesota for SummerSlam. That ends up being the remainder of Bayley's contract. Mercedes defeats Willow at Wembley. And as Mercedes is holding the title up, you just get music. I don't care what kind of music it is. It's music. And Davina Rose or whichever name she's going to use comes out. She doesn't have to attack, just literally there. And then all out, it's Mercedes and basically we get the renewal of Mercedes and FKA Bayley at All Out, which is on my birthday, which for me it would be like pre-ordered the game so I get Matt Hardy, but I didn't have a computer that could handle it all the time even though I own it. I've never played it. Looks like a fun N64 game with more modern graphics. It is. DLW, to be honest, the gameplay, like we played the career mode sucks. If you've played the WNBA version of the WNBA version of Be a Player in 2K, where they basically just have either a cutscene or something very simple in between matches. That's pretty much what it is here with their career mode. Matches are a lot quicker than what they were in the classic games. Like you would literally get 5, 6, everybody biting everybody here. These ladies are just unloading bombs right now. Steal a finisher. Gotta love Harley here. Just absolutely throwing in the offense here right now. She was using the referee to get him get over the rope. That was awesome right there. George Animal Steel style, yeah. Harley, turn left. Turn right. Harley's become a pretty good wrestler. Mostly only on Global. Absolutely. And honestly, if you want to know the situation where Harley really turned things over a bit. Oh God. Please do not lose it on a high knee with a bad camera like that. Please. Was Harley knocked out? Was Harley knocked out there? Because that almost looked like like if I didn't know better, it'd be a sandbag, but. See, I wish some referees would enforce a DQ because of this. Okay, we're getting Shida Manada next. I'll live with that. I'd love to see Amanada get a shot at that title. Like, she never got a chance to finish that feud up with Tekla, and I'd like to see them run that back somewhere here. Oh, here we go. Oh, God, here we go. At least you won a singles title since then. It's funny. Lee Johnson's about ready to turn around like, well, Jay, you're bald too. That was fun. But yeah, where was getting at with Harley here? Like, one of the biggest nights that changed things around. Like, if you didn't know, Harley was formerly trained by Bully Ray in Devon. That's the school that she came up with through the 3D Academy. And basically the one opportunity where Harley managed to make things click and make things a go of it was actually a Maple Leaf Pro show. Where she ended up working one of the early ones. If you guys go back and check the video from some of the earlier shows from Maple Leaf Pro, you'll actually get to see that that's where Harley started becoming a little bit more into her own in terms of not only a wrestling personality, but actual wrestler in the ring. And it also helps when QT Marshall is right there working side by side with you, because at the time, I do believe it was a 6-person tag that Bully, QT, and Harley were together. Something to that effect. But the fact that QT and Bully got to basically amp things up a bit. So, Styles, you check them out sometimes. Yeah, it's going to be good. That Maple Leaf Pro is going to be available on my AEW. Just a reminder, just plugging it again, next Wednesday we will be here for the debut of Maple Leaf Pro. We will be watching that after we're done Backbreaker Pro on Wednesday night. Backbreaker Pro Evolution will be Wednesday night after Dynamite. So we're going to have basically 5 hours of wrestling over here on the channel. So hope you guys get an opportunity to check things out. And if there's a little bit of time in between, we talk about a little bit of lifetimes and different things as we go along. We're totally free about watching stuff. So yeah, we're gonna check out the debut, and then we'll move on from there and see if there's anything else going on. See how it goes, and just basically give our thoughts about what the early it is a first show, so things will be a little bit hectic, a little bit of crazy, but I am looking forward to more Canadian wrestlers getting an opportunity to be on TV, even if it is just Canadian TV for right now. My AEW will help on the VOD side, but nothing beats it live, so. Brian Cage with the bandage over his head after Wednesday. That's awesome. What?
If you were here tonight, I would teach you a lesson and face you myself. But big surprise, you're not here. You're off doing motorcycle tricks. Guys, I think it's pretty safe to say Darby Allin fears Trent Beretta.
Oh, this is going to be hilarious. I want to see what Mickey Mouse thing comes up here between Trent Beretta and Darby Allin now. Because let's face it, Darby Allin is going to line up a Wile E. Coyote segment here. He's already gotten one in with the explosion to, or he's gotten two already. One with Kevin Knight during the cage match, and now Brian Cage. There's going to be some other Looney Tunes shit going on here, with all due respect. And I'm here for it. I'm here for the goofy just as much as I am for the high-end wrestling. Shout out to Bowens for cracking that home run during BP yesterday. So they were really smart when they did this Brawl at the Park. Like what a lot of promotions will do, they'll set up the ring after the show. No, this was actually set up in the corner, right behind the right field wall. So they actually had it set up so right after the game was done, they literally could go straight into matches. I think it was during like the third or fourth inning. They had Wheeler Yuta come out and take out the mascot for the Minnesota Twins. They basically gave him a leg trip and a splash from the top. As they're showing the main event now, Orange getting a little bit of revenge there. Booking Darby Allin as a Saturday morning cartoon babyface is working so well. Like I said, I'm assuming, like, honestly, Darby's going to need a change right now because you're not going to have him going after the world title right now. And the fact that he wants to destroy the Don Callis family.
Hey, you guys see that brawl in the ballpark thing? That was pretty cool. But hey, look at us. We're still AEW Trios champions. But there's still one person in the conglomeration that also wants to be a champion.
All right, here comes Willow. Be so cool to make him an appearance at a banana ball game. It wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't to see him hit, join up with the Savannah Bananas one time and they just got to book it right? Like, Bowen's got the chance basically because they were working with the local team there, like the Twins. Well, has Schiavone never seen Roddy make the... I'll be honest, I don't even think Schiavone's looking at the ring when that happens, DLW. Half the time when they're getting these spots out, like they're showing the thing in the ring or the brawl at the park last night or any of these promo segments, they're literally got their face down staring at a sheet of paper. Because TK's in the back just buzzing over the intercom. Okay, you need to call this now.
Thank you. I love you guys too. 2 months ago, a shoulder injury forced me to relinquish the TBS championship.
Now I wonder, like we all think that dropping the TBS title might have been a little silly. Because it would seem to be like quite a bit of a miraculous cure. Was the fact that Willow dropped the title a little bit of a slap to, as the kids used to call it, the Fed? Because right now they have a champion that is clearly injured with a clavicle injury and has said it more than once, but still has the title and probably won't defend it for about 3 months total. As much as I love Rhea, she hasn't defended that title in a while, so...
The TBS championship 10 times just to give up on myself, to give up on my dreams? No, I wasn't going to let my Wembley Stadium dream.
Play off topic, I saw Messi standing next to his teammates. That dude's pocket size. Yeah, he's only, 5'1", technically?
Your girl was home and she was working on getting better. She was working on getting
I think Messi's like, yeah, he's just a small guy. He actually took, Liv has no title defenses because Stephanie got, that's the funniest one. The champion doesn't have any defenses because the first challenger got injured.
I rolled the dice.
I'll tell you this right now, if that happened in BPW, I would have a fit.
One more shot at the Women's World Championship.
Like, there's one title that hasn't been defended as often as it should right now, and that's because I've thrown accidental curveballs in between.
At redemption.
And that's the Wild Card Championship.
But before I could celebrate,
Don't watch WWE more, so I have no content. So essentially, they had a storyline set up between Stephanie Vaquer and Liv Morgan, and Steph got injured.
left me lying in the middle
So rather than trying to change it to somebody else being in that position
I do. You're trying
as challenger, they just took the title off TV for a while and threw Liv literally into the King of the Ring tournament or Queen of the Ring tournament and had her make it to the final against Io, which Io won, and now she's challenging Liv at SummerSlam.
But for me, redemption isn't about getting even. It's not even about making up for lost time.
I bet Triple H says there's no backup Vaquers. Oh, God, that line.
That the worst day of my career doesn't have to define the rest of it. Tekka, I'll say it. You've been a hell of a champion, really. But 2 months ago, when shoulder couldn't carry the weight of the world, I pivoted so that at Redemption,
Oh, that's right. He was 5'1", and he actually left the country to get HGH treatments that aren't legal in Argentina. There was an actual talk about that. He actually left so that he could actually get growth hormones so he could get bigger.
I am walking in the #1 contender. But I'm walking out the AEW Women's World Champion.
Roddy's smart enough to actually carry the glasses on the shirts pretty clear. Yeah. That is they actually sell the glasses as part of the package deal on shopaew.com.
And Mercedes, I'm the one you'll be facing at All In.
Now, did they really need to bring that last little bit about Mercedes? We know the history between Mercedes and Willow. If you're not familiar, basically the biggest title match the first big title match that Mercedes got, Willow ended up winning because Mercedes broke her ankle mid-match. And it almost feels like this is a bit of a receipt from earlier, so.
Last night, Julia made the ballpark her violent playground. And Willow, don't worry, you'll be hearing from Tekla herself. But the Triangle, we operate in our own ways, and you'll be seeing what that means soon. But right now, I have a message from Megan and Lena. Whatever your little problem with us is, keep it coming. We don't tolerate pain. We live on it. So you may be tall Amazons, but that doesn't hold a torch to being a violent little thing.
I would have said violent little bitch, but this is interesting. Now they're actually going to try. They're going to go with the Sisters of Sin versus Divine Dominion, which this is a feud that we expected a little bit while ago, and hopefully we can. Hopefully, we can let this run a little bit. All right, folks, quick question. How long until Claudio has a new tag partner in AEW? How long until Claudio Castagnoli has a new tag partner in AEW? Are we saying Wembley? And if you're wondering who I'm talking about, it's Sheamus O'Shaughnessy was his indie name. You can cut it in half for his name in the Fed. Redemption? I'd love to see it. What's the bar you're setting for the odds? I like what you're thinking there. Because they are the bar. I think they go for the pop at Wembley. So, this is the thing I'm trying to figure out here, because I know that we talked about this last week, but I'm getting some conflicting reports trying to figure this out right now. And I think ChatGPT can be the problem for this. When we were originally looking up the date that the New Day actually were out of their contracts, what's the pub doing in the Dynamite Zone? Originally it said August 1st. From what I remember, I do believe it's actually July 24th is the date that the 90 days finishes off, and that would be the Thursday after the final Dynamite before Redemption. So if they want to space these out and not blow our mind in Wembley, which they very well could just go all the way. They invade Redemption and go face to face with the Bucks. Yeah. Are you talking about the Bar, or are you talking about the New Day? That's the question. Or are you talking about the Bar, or are you talking about the New Day? Sorry, the New Day. Yeah. Always advertise the contract expires less than it does to make the surprise bear when you show up earlier than expected. The thing is, they aren't really announcing it. The only reason it came up in my mind is the fact that Zoe Serrano has announced that she's doing stuff on the 24th of July. And she was part of the, formerly known as Zoe Stark. And she's literally working the day that her 90 days is up. So, where do the Motor City Machine Guns go? I think I'll be honest, my opinion, I think they go back to TNA. I know they were thinking about coming over to AEW. If they show up, I will be more than happy. And that's why I don't like to think about it too much about these signings and reloadings and whatnot. Hey, Mr. Vic, good to see you here tonight. Glad to see you here tonight. By the way, Mellow Beast will be in action tonight, on Backbreaker Pro in a triple threat match. How's Collision tonight? It's been pretty good tonight so far. Sheeta and Willow had a decent match. I'm not gonna go overboard on how great it was, but it was pretty good. Claudio smile, you never look happy. No, he's not supposed to. He's always pissed off. We heard from Hangman. He said he's gonna basically start learning what the Hangman's like without a title. Without the heavyweight title. And basically it looks like we're heading towards Fletcher and Hangman somewhere here. So that's where we're at with that. And had a little Willow promo, just, we're going to win. A lot of recaps of what happened at the Brawl at the Park last night, so that was a lot of fun. But I expect New Day, More City Machine Guns to wrestle at Wembley. That's true. I could see it. Hangman, please beat the whole Don Callis family. It wouldn't. Well, right now, look at it. You got Speedball who says he's going to run the family. You got Hangman who's calling out title winners or title holders. You got Darby who wants to take out the whole Callis family. Alito's looking to take out the whole Callis family. Omega still wants a piece of Callis. Omega very well be a part of a Blood and Guts match. Because realistically, a Blood and Guts match, we're probably looking at... Knowing AEW, they'll put it 3 weeks before Survivor Series again just to piss off the world. 2 years ago it was in September, but... You hear that pop when Moxley gets in here? Is this the year that we get a women's C2? I don't know, Jay Quick. Let's put it this way. Do I want to see one? Yes. And you guys are going to see that with the Forged by Fire tournament that's coming up. It's not going to be quite the same scale, but I love Claudio. I love Claudio so much. He reminds me of those, the Indiana Jones clip. You know when Indy watches the guy in front of him do all the fancy sword work and nunchucks and all that stuff? And Indy just turns around with his gun and shoots him. That's what reminded me there with Claudio. Who would you put in the blood and guts when it's Team Omega versus Team Callis? You'd probably do Omega, Takeshita, Darby, and two more. I don't know if Bailey would be that kind of person for that kind of match. But just feud-wise, you put Bailey in there in Andrade. Unless he's already moved on. Well, the Bucks have been in every one, so... I have they been in every one of the male ones? Because that was one of the stories. So, chat, throw in your team of 5. Like the Callis family, we'll have to see who's actually there when we get going here, but. I would almost like to see a Don Callis family versus a Death Riders one in a way. Don't think they were in Pinnacle versus Inner Circle. Okay, that's fair. Or were they? No, that was the one where Jericho went flying, right? They're all healthy. You can't separate Omega, Hanger, and the Bucks. Yeah. It makes sense. Then it's Takeshita. You know what? They could go 7-on-7 for all it matters. Like, that's the fun thing about booking with AEW. Like, yes, the rules are normally X and Y, but to fit the narrative, you could probably do... Could put Perry in there. Like, hell, there are so many opportunities. We could go all over the place booking a card like that. It's just interesting to see where you could line up. Like, that's the thing I love about AEW is the fact there are literally that many people you could put in there, right? Like, it's not set that you have to deal with X number of people and that's it. Like, you can do a 4-on-4. You can do a 5-on-5. You can do a 7-on-7. And they'll literally just change the periods down to a minute instead of a minute and a half. Because if you think about it, they have to do 3 matches in 2 hours. They got a women's, a men's, and a cool-down match in the middle. And last year... What was it? The cool-down match was crazier, in many ways, was crazier than the other 2 matches. When it was Powerhouse Hobbs' farewell match against Hangman Page. And they made that a false count anywhere match, so people could do the repairs to the ring and whatnot while they're brawling around ringside, so... But we could really get interested with a lot of setups. Oh, God. The only thing I don't like about what Dante did there is he sets it up too early. Because he puts his foot on the rope just before he does it, and even before the guy's moving. Darius, you're about to die. Is Nigel going to start singing Spaceman right now? By the way, shout out to Commander, who's finally back on AEW TV. Made his return to AEW on Friday in Minneapolis. How nice. Yuta's growing his hair back. Wow. It also makes you remember that hair versus hair match, right? But yeah, he had a huge amount of troubles with the law there, so... I love Air Fox so much. Sucks they took the TV title off him as quickly as they did. And Air Fox just, yeah, no, screw this. No suicide dive. We're going over the top. All right, I don't hate the Death Riders, but we get too much Death Riders. I can understand that. I could totally get that. You know what? It's my work phone, and I want to have some fun here. Good evening, Mike speaking. Oh, I'm just doing lovely. You know, you guys really need to learn how to get scripts a little bit different than what you're doing before. Ya moranza. Yeah. The ringtone sounds familiar? Yeah, it is. If you ever hear Kevin Owens' theme song just randomly out of nowhere, yeah, it's... But yeah, that's how I deal with telemarketers lately. I would go a little bit longer, but this is actually a decent match. If this was a boring-ass match altogether, I would, you know... And I understand where Zodiac's coming from here with maybe we're getting a little bit of overexposure with the Death Riders and basically becoming Bloodline 2.0. So Zodiac, this isn't a telemarketer. This is a scammer. And the reason I know that is because the number that comes up is not from... Oh no, if it's a telemarketer, I have a little bit more patience for them. And the telemarketers, they don't have the exact same script every time they call. And the thing in Canada is if you do... Oh God. Yeah, Fox is dead. The rules in Canada when it comes to telemarketers is if you say that you want to be added to the do not call list, they have to honor that. Or they can, or whatever business is hiring them can get fined. The Dragon Tamer into the curb stomp, we're done. They ruined my job for him. We actually called to see if they want products and we'll actually get them more. Yeah, that's fair. As the Death Riders win again. They got that one loss last week. Or was it 3 weeks ago that led to the pay-per-view match between Bandito and Moxley? By the way, heads up to you on Twitch. You're going to get your first ad break of the night here coming up momentarily. Held them off as long as I could, folks. No Marina tonight. So a little bit disappointed, but We have to immediately add to the DNC if they ask. Instead, they just hang up. So we go. No, these same rules apply up here in Canada. Like that's an against the law kind of thing. These guys, every time they call, they're from a different telemarketing company or from a telecom company.
Claudio just got back from Mexico City where it's very high altitude. But we don't believe in high altitude. It's made up by people out of shape who don't train hard enough.
Claudio did look like he was taking it a little easy tonight.
Who they think? Who they think? Yo, little flippy ass is gonna beat the Death Riders. Who they think gonna be Will Ospreay at Wembley? Kenny Omega's broke ass? Tonight we sharpen our weapons. That's what we do. It's a way of life. It's the Death Riders against the world.
That almost feels like a promo that you would close the night out with. They're doing a world championship celebration for Omega. That's where I think we're going to get Okada out there. I honestly feel that's what we're getting in Montreal. I don't think it's going to be Speedball. Speedball's going to get a rematch with Kevin Knight. Oh, here we go.
Just like any good CEO knows, sometimes you just have to take business into your own hands.
And just like Mercedes is bothered with the world title scene, we have become disgusted by the tag team division.
I mean, we have people like Sisters of Stupid running around.
Sisters of Stupid.
They're hardcore. Like that
Seen accounts of like 300K, over 5.5 million that have nothing to go for it.
We're not violent
They-
little things.
They just want to earn interest, and I'm treated
Little things
like I killed their kid. That's fair.
in the dirt beneath our mountain.
So just keep carrying Tekla's bags, because you'll never be holding these.
It's a weird way they're gonna go heel versus heel here. I'm not gonna hate it. I'm not gonna hate it. And I know there's a hydrate coming, so I'm just gonna get ahead of it right now. Told you. Yeah, basically when it comes to a lot of these things, like, no, the scheme's always the same thing. It's from a different telecom company each time. Like Rogers, Telus, whatnot. Or Fido, I think, is the other one they talk about. Rogers, Bell, Telus. The company doesn't matter. It's one of the three. And they always have a brand new iPhone 16. By the way, that's what they're calling me on. And it's free. It's free to get, but you have to sign up for their plan, and we need to set up the account right now. That's basically what the item is. And the other thing is, with the call display, it comes from a city of, I think the one tonight came from a city of, 70 people? Little village. Lougheed, Alberta here. So, very small town, very small village. Nobody's calling me from there. Especially when it's usually the same 5 people. But yeah, it's going to be interesting next. Let's switch gears back to wrestling here. I'm sorry I took us off a cliff there for a moment here. But my personal phone, I have what's called call restrict. So if you're not in my last 25 people I've called, you actually have to press a button to get through. That's why I never get any calls on this. I can't do that on my work phone, so that's why once in a while I'll get one of those. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see what Kenny Omega gets for his Random sub emote unlock. So you're taking all of them right now, Homer? Not exactly sure how that works, but I'll let you have at her. All right, we're coming back from the break here to see Zachary Wentz get murdered. Once again, everybody, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. We're on the road to 1,000 followers here, so. Hey, Tekla.
Three people that I trust. Sky, Julia, and myself. Everybody else is an enemy now. Mercedes Monet. Everybody knows what I do to presidents, so I don't have to tell you what I do to CEOs. And Willow Nightingale, finally she did it! After years of struggling to be the face of TBS, she finally figured it out. You got yourself injured, so you could miss the Owen and cut straight in front of the line. It's perfect. Great job. The toxic spider herself couldn't have done it better than the babe with the power.
I think Tekla got a bunch of new fans after Beach Break. Yeah, it's fair.
Reason why you never got to touch this is because you keep on pretending to be
I'm surprised that she kept her hand that high when she said, surprised you just got to touch this.
emotional videos and smiling anyways and hugging your mom because the only thing that's funnier than a dumb bitch is a happy one.
I love the fact that they're no selling it right now, and I'm surprised that Nigel isn't more excited about it.
That is coming up on July 26th at Redemption. Right now, though, we understand. Standing by the Bang Bang Gang.
Oh, another promo. Oh, this is going to be classic.
Beaten and abused each day, like what we're going to do to the human dogs in AEW. So today we've partnered with the Angels of the CC Adoption Center here in beautiful Roanoke, Virginia, to give two lucky pups a brand new loving home. This is Finley, young, impressionable, and a nepo baby bitch.
Aw, don't call him a Nepo baby.
And this right here is Clark. Sure, he's filthy and he humps a lot, but he's a good boy. Look, I know me and the boys like to mess around and have fun, but this is real. These are their names. These dogs are actually up for adoption, and they could be yours. But if you don't believe me, take it from somebody who knows. Dogs, we're gonna euthanize you, scrutinize you, circumcise you, and then we're gonna stick your noses in a pile of your own feces.
Oh my God, Juice.
Please, keep these dogs
I feel so bad for that kid.
and the other ones.
Between Tony and Juice, like
We've got two words for you.
with all due respect.
Guns up.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
You must take exception to that, Tony. That was absolutely spectacular. Please adopt those dogs and the dogs.
I hope somebody does adopt those dogs and makes a video of it.
Talking about the ones you see in the ring.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Trent Beretta from Tucson, California, weighing 270.
So, if you guys didn't hear last night, Brian Cage got a bit of a warm-up match for this, as he took on Serpentico at the Brawl at the Park. And, yeah, you could pretty much imagine what happened there. You could sort of imagine what kind of murder would happen. I think the only person happier than most of the fans in the crowd to watch that kind of murder would have been Nyla Rose, who absolutely detests Serpentico in every which way, form, and how. So Myron's not sticking around. I'm sorry, Zach, but somebody's about to die. I would be a little bit more worried about yeah, Cage is about ready to destroy someone, but what did you guys think of Tekla during Beach Break? Like, I know Zodiac sent me the video of all the stuff that she said, and like, I say it again, having Tekla and Moxley together as a commentary team might be the most epic thing we ever see ever. If we ever get DRTV, Death Rider TV, that might be what we need in terms of a commentary team. We need a Tony Tekla feud. We already had that. I guess we could run it again. Then a Tony Tekla team, fair. I also wonder what kind of gimmick they're going to. Oh God. Daddy Magic, Mox, Tony, and Tekla and commentary. Oh God. I'll tell you this. I would think those four might be able to call moves better than Excalibur lately with some of the stuff they've been calling. Oh, I am so happy to see that all-out graphic. I'm possibly thinking about doing a 12-hour stream for that day. You know, the whole birthday stream. So we'd start out with gaming during the day and then relax with wrestling for the rest of the night. It is great that it is on a Saturday too, so. Oh, Fletcher's going to be on commentary, not Callis. That would be a breath of fresh air here. I'm surprised they don't call it. Shivani doesn't call it a Superman suplex. And we actually went to a full commercial here this time. But yeah, calling it a Superman suplex after, like we just had a promotion for the Supergirl movie, so I wouldn't be afraid to call it that, but it's the thing about Shivani. He's good at telling a story. But when it comes to calling moves, he might not be as fluent as he needs to be here. So Excalibur with Taz is more silly. Excalibur without Taz is more straightforward. I don't mind whether it being... everyone forgot about Supergirl already. I will say this. I will catch up on it when it hits digital. Which I do believe it hits digital in 2 weeks. I just never leave my place, that's all. I know it was a flop, but not as big a flop as Moana. If you guys didn't hear, I don't even think they made 10 million on Moana. Not really saying one is better than the other, that's fair. I do like when Taz puts Excalibur a little bit through the roaster, but Mike, how about them? Oh God, here we go. For years, I have been so excited because growing up, I was a fan of the Bulls, of course, but I was especially a fan of Mr. Reggie Miller. So every time somebody brings up the Knicks and talks about how great they are, I just remind them. What was that? 10 points in 6 seconds? Just bring it back down there with you a little bit. But no, good on the Knicks. And I'm right now, NBA-wise, for the most part, I'm a Raptors fan, so I'm a little pissed off right now. If you guys aren't familiar, Zodiac, I saw your comment. I'll get to in a sec here. The Raptors right now are basically being put in a position. They traded for Kawhi Leonard out of the LA Clippers, but now the NBA is supposed to be investigating because they basically gave Kawhi free money. Basically gave him an endorsement deal for a no-show job, which is illegal in the NBA. So they said, okay, you can trade for Kawhi, but if there's any punishment, you have to pay it.
What the hell is that?
So right now, as a Raptors fan, I'm a little pissed. I'm actually more of a fan of Toronto Temple right now. Love watching the WNBA lately. Moana is such a flop, no one is talking about it. I gotta get myself a tumbleweed. That's the sound I need. Or a graphic, just a tumbleweed to go across the stream. I don't know if Toronto wants that hit. All right, we're back up. I hope. Yeah, no, it's an OB. It's Twitch hacked stupid that way. So I don't know what's going on there, but we'll have to. We'll have to figure out what. As far as I can tell, it's a Twitch thing that happens off and on. So sorry about that, by the way. I love the fact that, Wentz is trying to do like 14, 15 different moves. And Cage is like, yeah, no, I'm going to hit you with once and you're going to die. Is he going to try and do the Claudio? Oh, God. Superman plex from the outside to the inside. All right, here we go. We're done. Going up. Drill claw. If you play Marvel vs. Capcom, that is a sound that annoys the hell out of you. Because Marvel vs. Capcom 1, you'd have people doing that all day to you. Oh, God, here we go. Trent going to go after Darby again. Oh, God, here we go. Well, Darby's here. All right, well, we're getting a bonus match. Bonus match before the title match. Way to camera cut, you morons. Missed the Darby dive. Listen to the pop from this crowd. Seriously. I would be careful because, well... So, why isn't Cage getting out of there? Because hashtag wrestling, I guess. Oh. And Trent's bleeding now. Yeah, this ain't going to last long. Oh, God. Did you see that? That was classic. First hits the ropes, then hits his head on the ring, then hits the floor. I can't see this going very long. I don't think they're going to do much of an overrun tonight. They might. Nice palm thrust here by Darby. Oh, God. Darby every time does that over-the-top splash, flipping back and forth. There's that running knee. This crowd is just... It almost feels like they've been a bit of a lull for the last couple matches. And now just literally exploding here. But no, based on the... Trent's so used to going up to the top for the superplex and came back down again because Darby's not a guy you do that to. Coffin dropped the cage. Oh, God, what a stomp. Oh, God, here we go. There we go. Storm Zero on the... All right, Storm Zero on the apron. Well, we know how extra hard that is. This is going a lot longer than I thought it would. I thought he'd get squashed real quick in like 2 minutes. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is where it goes. Now he's going to try and hit that soup. Oh, God. I love how Shivani screwed up like I did, calling it a Storm Zero instead of a Strong Zero. Avalanche Code Red, that might do it. Nope. And here comes Cage to destroy him. And 3 power bombs. They're not even waiting. All right, this is how you skip out on doing all the intros, right? Or maybe they're just going to do an already in the ring intro. Oh, here comes Willow.
I got to the back and I started thinking, Mercedes, why wait till All In? You just associated yourself with some Amazons, so I want to fight them too. Oh, Maya, perfect timing. Come on. So listen, I wanted to tell all of them, I'm a huge fan of yours. I watched you at Forbidden Door, and it was so great. It was inspiring. You're amazing. But listen, you were so close to being Mercedes. I think you deserve another shot at her. So why don't you bring your bestie, and the three of us could tussle with them, right?
So that's what we're getting in Boston.
I've heard all day. And Mercedes, I told you we weren't finished. Now I can't think of anything better than to face my idol in her hometown.
All right, so live in Boston, Divine Dominion, Mercedes Moné versus Hyan and the It Girl and the babe with the power.
And Willow, after you beat Tekla for that world championship, how about you give me the first title shot?
You know what? That's the best idea I've heard all day. Yeah, I'll see you Wednesday, girl. See you Wednesday.
So wait, are they gonna try and push a dire title? You better be careful about that. The first title defense is supposed to be at All In, or is Maya gonna turn heel? We might get a shot where Maya ends up turning heel in this case. But yeah, as we are entering in our final break of the night, want to give you a rundown of what's going to be going on the channel here in the next week. Let me just update this here, chat. Chat all of a sudden went quiet for a second there. Sorry about that. All right, so after we're done here, we are going to start the Forged in Fire tournament to crown the new Embassy champion. We're going to have 2 matches in our round robin. In two of our pools, we're going to have 1 match. We're also going to have 2 other matches, including Nick Ontario versus Zodiac, as well as a triple threat between Mellow Beast, Fanboy Brian, and PJC. And then tomorrow, I'm going to try and pop on here with some MLB The Show since there's free packs for everyone. So hopefully I can get on here for that. From there, we're looking at Wednesday for AEW Dynamite, as well as Backbreaker Evolution, as well as the debut of Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling on TSN. We'll check it out and see what it's like here. So Thursday we will be on. I'm still playing a little TBA with that right now because there's a couple games that are going to be dropping that day that we might want to try out. MLB The Show is starting to hit that crux point where everything else is starting to catch up on it, and they're falling really behind in a lot of their content. So we'll play it by ear and we'll see how things go there. And then of course back here on Saturday with a little more AEW Collision. But as of course, folks, if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up, make sure you hit the subscribe. If you are on Twitch, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Hit the follow button. Sub if you really enjoy what you see here. Everything goes back into the channel, any funds that are raised. But more importantly, more than anything else, thank you for being here. I truly do appreciate y'all. And hopefully we can figure out these issues why my stream keeps dying all the time. Because my internet's strong. My CPU is not even getting close to being taxed right now. And yeah, it randomly happens these times. So I'm sorry about that. Nothing I can really do about it right now, but I am digging to try and figure out what the solution is. But yeah, I guess we're gonna go straight into our main event right now. I don't know if we're gonna get it. Oh, never mind. So that little promo right there that they did for the Clearwater, or sorry, that for Andrade there, that actually was the ad that they had to do for St. Pete Clearwater. One of the two ads that they did for it. One was with Elidolo, one was with Tekla. So she could have seemed more interested. She could have been exhausted. She could have been exhausted, DLW, to be honest. Has it passed anybody by here? The fact that we're having two international stars fighting for the national championship? You got Speedball from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And you got Mark Davis from Brisbane, Australia. I assume Fletcher gets involved somehow here. Oh, look at that. Just simply quick kickouts and all that right now. Oh, big quick leg trip. Very nice kick. Hey, Brian. I say your name and you appear. What a shock. How you doing today, Brian? We're having a lot of fun here watching Collision right now. We got Backbreaker Pro coming up later tonight. I mentioned your name because you're on the card tonight. So you're going to be in a triple threat match coming up second on the card tonight. So, glad to see you here. Oh, so they got the trios match officially announced for next week. I'm still very mixed on Maya right now. Like, maybe it'll work a little better in a 6-person tag, but I honestly feel that we're gonna get. Why would you want to bite somebody's toes? Ew. Ha! I love how Kyle just completely rips apart Nigel right there. Australian bears don't exist. Bailey's going to have to find some way to stick and move about 14 shots. This gives me a lot of vibes towards what happened with Brian Cage and Zachary Wentz earlier tonight. Like, Bailey's going to have to hit like 14, 15 shots, and Davis only has to hit one. Oh, now they're starting to get the graphics up properly. Oh, Maya's getting her shot at being pushed. I don't think she's making the most of it, but I'm the same way. Like, I just think this is going to have to... They're going to have to do a lot in this match to show me that it's worth it. But it honestly, it doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what you think. It's what the boss thinks, right? And simply put, it could turn into the fact that I just don't want Maya getting pushed to the point where if she can't handle it, that she turns into the P-break match. Because right now we've been getting into the habit of not having a P-break match on the card. They got to be careful before it looks astroturfed. Yeah, exactly. Next thing you know, you're going to get the da-dam, da-dam, da-dam. Wrist control, that's the most important part right now. AEW, we're the best wrestler and where the fans have no time to pee. It's true. It's damn true. Oh, God. This is starting to friggin'... Once again, sorry. Sorry to everybody. I think it might be an OBS problem. I don't know. I really wish I could consistently do streams where I don't have to worry about the connection going all over the place, but seems like that's still a thing. We've been good for about 2 weeks here, and then all of a sudden now we start getting a little bit of hiccups. But once again, everybody, thank you for your patience. Uh-oh, look out. Davis hits another pile driver. How is... All right, just because it's a commercial break, I'll forgive it. But it seems like that's the pile driver coming out right there. That's just borderline nuts if you ask me. But yeah, this match, like, the fact that El Idolo is there, it looks like Callis is trying to sick El Idolo over towards the national title in Davis after facing Doyle on Wednesday. I really do wonder if they actually go through with that match or if they move it to something else. Because realistically, you're not going to get El Idolo anywhere. The only time you might be able to put El Idolo in a title match, maybe for Grand Slam Mexico, but I almost feel that might be the spot where you. And here's a crazy bit of story playing here. Do we throw it around that El Idolo beats Fletcher at Grand Slam Mexico? And MJF challenges Andrade at All In. And that's where he gets back into a title picture. Bailey doing anything to survive here right now. What a kick. You miss, and you miss. And you don't even get your shot off. Okay, that sucked. That connected. Could just imagine that title disappearing right now. Crowd's into it. I've been impressed so far with this crowd all night long here. Nice little set of kicks here. Speedball's doing his best to kick things up here. No pun intended. Oh, and there's that high kick. I don't know how much, like I said, I don't know how much extra time this match should probably going to get. Speedball going to win this? He overshot it. So if you don't know the move, he's supposed to hit the knees. But he flattened out on it, which isn't the worst thing in the world, that spot. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Shenanigans. That was a straight jacket vertebraker right there. I love Fletcher there. He's like, yeah, just call it devastating. Straight jacket air raid crash, maybe? Oh my God! I don't know if Davis kicked out of there. Fletcher, you gonna get up and help your buddy? There's the spin. Oh, that's gonna suck. Is he gonna distract? Oh no! This is where it ends. This will be a splat. Oh, I thought he was going for a pile driver. Obviously not. Davis can't get out of there. He's got his leg trapped. Now that hurts. All right, Bailey's dead. Oh my God! He missed it again. Never mind. That'll work. Quick pile driver. We're done. And I see the gloves are already on for the blood, so. Hell of a match. Like, Bailey actually looked like he might have a shot for a little while there. Bailey's still trying to fight at Fletcher. But now, do you have El Idolo come out just to spice up Wednesday, or? I love the sign in the back. Do a snapmare. Didn't know Davis could keep up. Bailey definitely the star there, though. Great unexpected gem. Absolutely. It was a hell of a match. Like, and you got to remember, Davis isn't meant to keep up in matches like this. But he managed to hold up enough. And the thing is, when you're a bigger man, you can get away with being a little sloppy compared to what the smoothest of one of the other wrestlers will be like. So, all in all, pretty decent show here for AEW tonight. A nice follow-up to Beach Break. Hangman with his basically just saying, hi, I'm here. Don't forget about me. I'm going after everybody with titles. And from there, going on to hearing about the Sisters of Sin, maybe branching out on their own a little bit more here. Getting the six-way on Wednesday in or getting the trios tag, in Boston, coming up on Wednesday, which Maya World, Hyan, and Willow could possibly be in Bizarro World at this point. That's the one thing I'm always worried about on shows like this, but. And then, of course, Jake Doyle, Andrade El Idolo, and I honestly feel we're going to get Okada to run out and challenge Omega one last time for redemption. And I think that's where we're going to get that title match coming in. But all in all, like I said, not the worst show in the world, but it kept things moving. I think that's the best way to put it. Just the best way to keep things moving. Just getting some notes here about MLB The Show, but that's something else for a different story here. We're going to wrap up this portion of the show here. Hopefully we don't get another crash coming up here while we're on the break here. For those on Twitch, hang on here for a sec. For those on YouTube, twitch.tv/MikeTheRef. We're going to start Backbreaker Pro Wrestling right around quarter after the hour here. So make sure you stop by, say hello, check out the matches, or you can check them out on our YouTube channel, Backbreaker_Gaming. But as always, folks, thank you for being here, and we will send you adieu here, and hopefully we'll see you on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite and the wonderful sidecast we have. We'll see you later.